Hey, welcome back. So we've had a lot of discussions about what would be considered modest income. And so I just want to start this video with this caveat that everybody has a different interpretation or perspective of what modest income is. When I say that 5K is a modest income for me, that's because it's for me. Throughout my career, even combined with my wife, we've made decent money. So retiring at $60,000 a year is really very modest for us. Now, can you live on less? Sure. Who wants to? That's my real point here. However, kudos to all those who have made comments that they live on their $24,000 a year Social Security. So kudos to you. If I had to live on that, I would find a way, just like you have. But today I want to talk about what does it actually take to retire on $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. And I'm going to make this kind of short and brief because there's really not a lot of options on how to do that. I'm going to start with what would be considered a Social Security benefit for a retired couple, and we're just going to assume full retirement age because I don't want to say if they retire to 65, if they retire to 62, it'll be different, because it will be. So let's assume they're at full retirement age. Right now, Social Security says that the average couple brings home $3,800 a month. Let's just make it easy, $3,800 a month. So for them to get to 5K a month, they would need another $1,200 a month, okay? Up above and beyond their Social Security benefit. So using the rule of 1,000, which is for every $1,000 a month you want to withdraw, you need to have $240,000 in your accounts to withdraw from. And that is based on a 5% withdrawal and a 5% return, so that money basically never zeros. It stays the same all the time. So, and I'll come back to this in a second because it is kind of important. They would need to have $288,000 in an investment account that they can withdraw the 5% from, which would be give them the other $1,200 a month, which would get them to $5,000 a year a month. I still can't do it right. $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. And of course, living within that budget is on you, right? So whatever budget you have in mind, you need to find a way to live within that budget or make the extra money to live within that budget. Now, if you're a single person, your average right now for 2025 is $1,976 a month in Social Security benefit. So that means you need approximately $3,000 a month. Okay, so using the rule of 1,000, that would mean $240,000 per 1,000. So times 3, $720,000 in the bank. And maybe, obviously, you don't need $5,000 a month if you're single because your expenses are lower. Again, how you live within your budget is completely up to you. If you want to have $5,000 a month coming in and you only need $2,000 a month to survive, you're ahead of the game, and maybe you're saving for a trip, maybe you're spending that money on other activities. But if we're talking about just basic necessities and surviving, right, covering all of your essentials, $5,000 a month, that's what it would be. Now, one of the things that I've always been concerned about is that if you only have the basic amount of money put away, what do you do in an emergency? Well, the reason that the $240,000 can work is that if you're doing 5% and you make 5% and only taking out that amount, you still can withdraw from that money if you have an emergency come up that hits you, a $25,000 bill for a new roof that's not covered. You could take it out. Now, that will deplete, obviously, the original sum down, but you can continue to just take 5% and live on a little less, or you can up the amount you take and live on and to keep your $5,000 a month up. So those kinds of things are still within your control. Obviously, for any of us, having as much money put away for a comfortable retirement is important, and everybody needs to work toward that point. So anyway, that's my rundown on 5K a month, bare minimum essentials. And if you can work with less or live on less, kudos to you. I'd rather side on the size of having more than having less. But again, this was based on retired couple and a single person retired at full retirement age based on the averages right now. Everybody's numbers are different. This is just based on the average money numbers I found. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you had a good day and got something out of this, and we'll talk to you next time.